just show up, right? This came from a conversation that I had last week with a dealer principal, and she and I were talking about the difference between the people that are winning right now, or leaders or whoever, and people that are struggling. A lot of times it comes down to just showing up. What I mean by this is that there's people, and so I'm talking about the auto industry, but I think this is many industry, is that we let some of our personal problems dictate if we're going to work or not. And the truth of the matter is we all have personal issues. We all got personal problems. The difference between those that are winning and those that struggle a lot of times is that the winners still show up. And what I was telling her, I said, what if when we didn't feel good, or what if when we had our personal problems, we just didn't show up? Like the days that I'm supposed to be going to dealership training, consulting, or doing a Zoom call, I just, something's going on in my life. I'm like, hey, let's move the Zoom call to next month. I don't feel good because I'm not going to show up. I would get waxed. Done. So it's amazing though, in many industries, and especially in the automotive industry, we will take our personal issues, problems, whatever we're going on, and just use that as an excuse. Yes, that's right, as an excuse to not show up. And so if you fit in that, and I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm perfect, because there's been times that I've had personal issues, but I still, you got to show up no matter what, and just leave that stuff, whatever we got going on in our mind, whatever it is, it's your family, it's money, whatever it is, you have to kick that stuff off to the side. Just take that stuff, dig it, bury it, and you can pick it back up when you get back home. But it is your duty to show up every single day, because it hinders your entire team, your corporation, your boss, when you don't show up because of just some issues, so that's why it's important. Make sure you have your goals in front of you. And I'm talking to myself now, but make sure you have your goals in front of you, so then that way when you do have that roadblock, that setback, whatever it is, you still show up anyways, because that's your job and your duty. Okay, so that was just a quick message. When we were talking about over the phone, I just said I find it interesting that there's people out there that believe that just because they don't feel well, and I understand sickness is a whole different thing, but mentally, just because we're not there, we're just not going to show up. Just find it somewhere, find it deep in there, and show up anyway, so then you can make it to that next level. All right, take care.